Support provided by the Chesapeake and Newport News with chef-centric farm-to-table dining. thechesapeake.org. Hey friends, Jay Sennett. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jay. Hope all of you are doing well. Thanks for watching the show. Today I'm going back to desserts. Okay, I mentioned on a previous episode that I don't make a lot of desserts, but the ones I do make, they are delicious, delicious. Today we're going to make a pie. Okay, a pie. We are going to make a blueberry pie. A blueberry pie. And it's so simple. Okay? First thing, the crust. Yes, I bought a store-bought crust, but there are some really good store-bought crusts that you can buy. But unless you want to make your own crust and go through the flour and the butter and all that stuff and all the work that it takes to making the crust, fine. But there are some really good store-bought pie crust. And I won't tell you that I use Pillsbury, okay? All right. So, I got a rolling pin, all right? And we're going to get the pie dish. It's a little wet. Try that out a little bit. Okay. So we got a pie dish. And let's get one of these. And it's usually perfectly fitted for the pie dish, okay? Perfectly aligned to fit the pie dish, okay? You might get just a smidgen on one edge, hangs over the edge a little bit more than the other, but so that, look at that. See how simple that was? Okay, now we have the blueberries. I have about 3-4 cups of blueberries in here. Nice. And you want to get some of the smaller ones because they tend to be more tart. Okay? So I got some sugar. I'm going to put about 3/4 cup some white cane sugar in there. I'm going to put about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more, a tablespoon and a half of some Saigon cinnamon, or just some cinnamon. Okay? I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in here, all right? Just a little bit of lemon juice. All right, and last but not least, we're going to put some cornstarch in here. A couple of tablespoons of cornstarch, maybe three tablespoons. All right. So we got that. And did I say last but not least? No. We have some butter. We're going to drizzle some butter in here as well. Okay. So now what I want to do is get a spoon. Oops. And of course, some of the blueberries will run out of this bowl. You can smell the cinnamon. Obviously, the cornstarch is for thickening. When you're baking, by the way, I have the oven preheated to 375. You want to mix this well, okay? So we have cinnamon, sugar, lemon juice, butter, cornstarch, and the blueberries, of course. All right, so now let's get our trusty little pie crust here. Pour the blueberries. This should be about right. Okay. Spread them evenly around the pie dish. Okay, like so. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this one, roll it just a little, Okay, just thin it out just a little. Okay, not much. All right, set that down, get a knife. Like so. Just slice these because well, you probably know what I'm going to do with these strips, right? Whoops, that one wasn't so even. That one's real thin. That's a perfect one. That's a perfect one. That one? Yes, okay. All right, so we have the strips. And we're going to put like so. Hang on. Do this like that. It's the one that was uneven. And get that little one. Nope, it's a little bit too small. Okay, there. Now, take one of these. It's one in the middle. Like so. We are creating the pie. Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, one more at the end on this side. Okay, now, so we have some of these pieces of the crust hanging over, and what I like to do, I just snip some of the ones hanging over like so. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Here, because we're going to merge these with the dough that's in the pie plate. Okay. All right. So, all right, bring that in. Ooh, cut that one a little bit too short. Okay. Just merge them in. Like so, all the way around. Again, the oven's preheating to 375. Okay, so now we have all the little pieces everywhere. Get your butter, again, brush the top of that, like so. Oops. Back over there. All right. Okay. All right. We have a nice shiny pie right now. So I want to go over here to the oven. See? It's a beautiful pie. Yes. All right. All right. Put this in the oven. See how quickly I put that together? So now if you were making your own pie crust, you would still be here making that pie crust. Again, there's some really good store-bought pie crust, and it saves you a lot of time and a lot of work. But if you want to go old school like Grandma, hey, I get it. Believe me, I have made my own pie crust. Go ahead and do that. But you see how easy it was I put that together. Some blueberries, some cinnamon, some sugar, some cornstarch as a thickener, the blueberries, of course, and some lemon juice, and some, I said cornstarch, yes, for thickener, and that's pretty much it. Mix it well with the blueberries, put it in a bowl, pie plate, and just bake it at 375 for about 55 minutes, okay, to the brown. It gets a nice golden, crispy texture on top. We're going to do one of these things now where I'm going to disappear for about an hour, but it's only going to seem like a couple of seconds, or even 1 second. You know, when you see me again coming back saying, hey, okay, let's take our pie out of the oven. All right, so while the pie is cooking, stay with us. We'll be right back in about 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, all right. So, was just chilling for an hour or so while the pie was baking. So let's get this blueberry pie out of the oven here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, my Chef Jae blueberry pie. And I didn't get it completely even around the edges with the crust. Okay, so smells delicious, delicious. And it's pretty simple to make. You know, I use store-bought pie crust. Get some blueberries, 4 or 5 cups of blueberries, about 4 cups of blueberries, 3 or 4 cups of blueberries. Try to find the smaller tart ones, right? And I put about 3/4 cup of sugar in, about 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. I use Saigon cinnamon, but you can use just plain cinnamon. What else did I put in there? Some lemon juice. I put some cornstarch, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, which acts as a thickener, of course. And a little bit of butter. Put some butter in there. And, of course, with the blueberries. Mix it all up. Mix the blueberries around. Put the pie crust down in the pie plate. And then you pour that all the blueberries in the pie dish. And then, as you can see, I made the strips, put the squares there, and baked at 375 for about 50 minutes. And my friends, you have yourself a delicious dessert. If you love blueberries like I do, fruit period, I love all kind of fruit, you know. It's a really simple but delicious dessert. So that's what's happening on this edition of Cooking with Jay. I'm Jay Sennett, chef for the show. Cooking with Jay airs Sunday evenings starting at 6 p.m. on the WHRO Public Media Facebook page. And you can also see archive editions on the WHRV or WHRO Public Media YouTube channel. And if you can't watch at 6, that's why I say starting at 6. You can just scroll down. If you tune in at 9 o'clock, for example, you can just scroll down until you see the cooking show. If you have any questions or comments about anything you see on the show, you can always send me an email to j.sennett, jae.sinnett, @whrv.org. I would like to thank the Chesapeake for their underwriting support for Cooking with Jay. Thank you so much. If you have a business and you might want to underwrite the program and get some mentions on the show, just let Diane Rojic know at WHRO. Just give her a call over there at WHRO and tell her you're interested in becoming an underwriter for the program. Don't forget my jazz show, Send It in Session, heard on WHR-VFM Monday through Thursday nights from 9 until 1, Saturday mornings 1 until 5, and Sunday afternoons from 1 until 5. And I also host the R&B Chronicles on Friday nights from 7 until 8. So I do a lot. But it's all for you. And so I do all this stuff. It's all for you. Okay? Cooking with Jay, cooking is one of my many passions, but it's a deep passion. It's something I've been doing for a long, long time. And I'm so appreciative of you tuning in and watching the show. Okay? So I hope if you make the pie, I hope you enjoy it. And you can let me know what you think. Just drop me that email and let me know what you think about the show and about if you try some of my dishes on the program. Until the next time, until we meet again, I'm Jay Sennett. Thanks for watching Cooking with Jay. Be safe out there, friends, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Support provided by the Chesapeake in Newport News, catering to the palate of every single resident. More at thechesapeake.org.